Let's dive right into office spaces in Dubai. It's super dynamic, covering everything from serviced offices to traditional commercial towers.
Yeah, that's really something, especially because it's not just about having a desk, it's about the whole environment, right?
Exactly. It's like the guide explains that renting an office in Dubai isn't just for aesthetics, it's about getting a legal business address, boosting your professional image, and, actually positioning your business for growth.
Mm. And you know what I found cool? They break down different types of spaces, like serviced offices, co working spaces, private offices, each with its own vibe and benefits.
Absolutely. I mean, think about serviced offices. They're perfect for startups and small teams, fully furnished and plug and
Yeah,
play. They even cover private offices, which allow the exclusivity and custom setup for growing companies.
it's interesting because the guide even talks about virtual offices, which are ideal if you don't need a physical desk every day, just a business address and mail handling.
Right, right. And executive suites come into play for those premium brands that need a high-end setup. It's like a luxury experience meeting hotel-style amenities, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Now, one thing I want to dig into is the step by step process they mention. Defining your requirements, shortlisting locations, it's methodical yet flexible.
Totally. The guide lays it out step by step. Define what you need: space size, location, budget. Then shortlist popular business spots in Dubai like DIFC, Business Bay, or
Mhm.
JLT.
And then, of course, working with a real estate agent or broker seems essential, right? Because they can really help you negotiate lease terms and sort out the contract details.
Yup, working with someone local helps streamline the process. Plus, they manage things like the Ajari registration, which is mandatory for your business license and visas.
Yeah, that's a key point. I've got a little critique though. Sometimes the dependency on brokers could add extra costs or complexity. What do you think about that?
Well, I hear you. But I'd say while brokers might add a layer of cost, they typically help negotiate better terms overall, and that can save money in the long run.
True. Fair enough. Saving time and money is always a win. And then, once you've toured a few properties and negotiated, you sign the lease and register with a Jari, which is pretty straightforward.
Exactly. It's a smooth progression if you have all the details sorted out. And speaking of details, the pricing overview in the guide is pretty comprehensive. It gives ranges for each type, right?
Oh, definitely. They even mention that prices really vary by location. Premium places like DIFC are at the top, while more peripheral areas like Al Barsha are competitively priced.
Yeah, it's like you need to balance your budget with your brand's identity. If you want that high end image, you go for an executive suite, which can run anywhere from 25,000 dirhams to 80,000 dirhams per month.
For sure. And then, for smaller setups or startups, co working desks are more accessible, usually in the AED 1500 to AED 3000 range. Pretty flexible indeed.
Exactly. It's a smart breakdown. You're not locked into one type. Business owners can find something tailored, whether they need a shared space or an entire floor.
Mm. Let's chat about the advantages highlighted. Beyond just a legal address, it's also about team productivity and networking opportunities, right?
Right, because having that physical office can really enhance how your team collaborates. You have meeting rooms, high speed internet, and even sometimes hosted events in these co working spaces.
Yeah, that's an important benefit. And the infrastructure in Dubai is super modern. Think of it as a commercial hub with all global connectivity. It really sets the stage for international business.
Absolutely. It's like tapping into a world class business environment where you're not only meeting clients, but also connecting with the right
Mm.
partners.
I also noticed the guide touches on some practical tips for renters, like start your search a few months in advance and check if utilities are covered or extra.
Yes, those are crucial. It's not just the space, it's about knowing everything that comes with it: water, electricity, internet, ensuring no surprises down the line.
Right, right. And if you think about it, this comprehensive approach makes it much easier for businesses to just focus on growth rather than logistics.
Exactly. It even mentions that professional consultants can help with visa, licensing issues, basically everything tied to business setup in Dubai.
That's like a one-stop shop. That support system can be invaluable, especially for newcomers to the region. I mean, navigating local regulations isn't exactly simple.
True, having experts like BizInvest Firm to guide you through makes a huge difference. It's all about reducing those startup headaches.
Yeah, totally. Speaking of pricing and leasing, it seems the guide encourages flexible terms, from short-term leases to long-term contracts. That caters to startups as well as established corporates, right?
That's spot on. Flexibility is critical. Just imagine if your business scales quickly. You'd want a lease that can adapt or negotiate additional space if needed.
Mm. And locations like downtown Dubai or Business Bay give you that prominence on the map while also offering excellent connectivity to transport and clients.
Yeah, it really is like choosing not only an office but a strategic position. The guide really emphasizes that, your location reflects on your brand's credibility.
Exactly. I found it interesting too that they detail not just the rental process, but also the ongoing aspects of leasing, like maintenance and service charges. It gives a complete picture.
Absolutely. Knowing what you're signing up for in the long run is key. It's like, there's no point in a low monthly rent if you're hit with exorbitant service fees later.
True, very important. Do you think that extra detail might overwhelm some business owners, though?
Well, it could seem a bit info-dense, but I'd say the detailed breakdown helps in making informed decisions. It's an industry where clarity is a huge asset.
Fair enough. Finally, the guide also talks about digital trust, like how cookies are used on websites and the privacy policies, which is quite interesting as it reflects modern requirements.
Yeah, that part might seem a bit technical, but it underlines that every business, even in real estate, has to be transparent about data use and user security.
Right, indeed. It's fascinating how many layers there are to just renting an office, from the physical space to the legal and digital frameworks. It definitely sets the stage for how dynamic modern business is.
Exactly. And it's like a one-stop guide for anyone looking to make a smart, confident move in one of the world's most exciting business environments.
Absolutely. All right, that wraps up our discussion on office spaces for rent in Dubai. There's so much to consider, and it really gives business owners a full roadmap.
Definitely. Whether you're a startup or an established firm, this guide makes sure every angle is covered, and that's key to setting up for success in Dubai.
Yep, spot on. Thanks for the chat. It's been enlightening, and I hope our listeners found it as engaging as we did.
Precisely. Cheers to smart business moves in Dubai, and until next time, keep exploring all your options.